Good morning, YouTube.
Did you
Good
say
morning.
hello?
I think I might have. It's
Okay.
early here, everybody. Hello from New Orleans. Hello. Thank you all so much for joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, we're going to put this video up later, but thank you guys so much for joining us for a special early edition.
Yeah.
It is 8:30 here in New Orleans.
Bright and early.
And I am joined with my co-host with the mostest, Dominic. Hi. Dominic, are you having fun?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you guys. We're going to get into all the crazy fun that we are having here in a little bit, but it has been fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I see people checking in. I see people, you guys are like, hi, hello.
Anyone from the tree is watching on their phone right now.
They might be. You just never know. They all got the notification. All right. So we're going to start, as we always do, with questions that have been submitted by you guys. So go to cottoncuts.com/live to submit a question. Let's see here. Oh goodness. It's okay, Michelle. We fat finger things too. It's okay. Not the first time. Okay. So questions that have been submitted by you guys. So we have two here in front of us. They were sent to us via email by Paula this morning. We have not seen them. So let's get them started. So the first question comes to us from Nicole from Texas. When it comes here, I'm going to hold this up so I can actually look up instead of going, bobbing for apples this morning. All right. When it comes to the 1/4-inch seam, you always say, as long as you are consistent. This is my theme. I always say this. Yes. Consistency. I am a consistency person.
You have to consistently say consistency.
Consistently say consistency. What if someone had not heard that advice before beginning and sewed blocks on 3 different machines with varying levels of accuracy? Do you have any advice on how to assemble blocks of varying sizes into a cohesive quilt? Asking for a friend. Just kidding. It was me, and the project was the Floral States of America. I'm scared to start assembling my sashing and blocks since the blocks are different sizes. Okay, so let's talk about this in a couple different things. So yes, I always say, as long as you're consistent, it's all going to work out in the end. Consistency, right? Same machine, same thread, same presser foot, kind of keeping it all together, right? That is the best case scenario, because that's the case that's going to get you the blocks that are going to end most the same. Yes? Yeah, fair. I even tell you this, right? If you start a project, you keep on the same machine. Life happens, people. And so sometimes you're flying from one house to another. Sometimes your machine's in the shop and you want to stay on track. I get it. And some of our programs that are, a year long, they become challenging. And so I would say I'm going to take Puzzle Mystery Quilt separately from Floral States, because I think the answer to your question is differently. For the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, whenever I've had this variability problem, I always pin my intersections, right? Because I think when we as quilters think of what good looks like, it is intersections that connect. And so I use straight pins. And so I've taught the boys, you pin at your intersections to make sure that all those points. And then at that point, you have to ease. And I think easing is a science more than an art. And so do you know what it means to ease a seam together, Dominic?
Go slowly.
I mean, kind of. So easing means that you're encouraging the machine to sew the layers together, perhaps at a different speed, so that way your points end up together. If you've got one that's a little shorter than the other, you're kind of easing it together to make sure that your points stay together. It's a little wonky. Now, that's what I suggest for a Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Now, at the same time, Nicole, it's your quilt. If that's not important to you, then you're absolutely A-okay if all your points don't match and your corners don't match. Because at the end of the day, when the quilt is being lovingly cuddled with on a couch, not a single person is looking and being like, ooh, your flying geese doesn't have a point on it. Shame on you, demerit, you're going to get an F in this class, right? There's no teachers that are snuggling with the quilt and being like, nope,
Demerit.
She's going to get a demerit.
Really?
She's going to get detention.
Really? Demerit?
Well, what do you call it now? You don't call it demerits, do you?
No.
What do you call it today?
I don't know.
Is it detention? Here. Sit up straight, child. Sit
I'm
up straight.
tired.
This is me being the teacher for my kids. Sit up straight. All right. So easing. And so, right. So I think it's nobody's going to grade you on this assignment. And so to me, 80% done is still done, right? It is great to be done. Let's see here. Danelle is saying when you ease, you put the longer piece on the bottom and that pulls it faster than the top. Yes, that works. If you have the walking foot, that doesn't work. So make sure that you've got like a regular presser foot on top and put your bigger piece on the bottom, so the feed dogs are going to pull that through. And you can also monitor the top a little better as well. And that'll also prohibit you from trying to kind of make a fold, right? If you can see it, you want to fold it. Yes, Phyllis is saying most people don't even notice the pattern. They just admire the pretty fabric. Now, Nicole is talking specifically about Floral States of America, right? And so for the Floral States project, each one of those blocks is framed in a border, right? And so this is the best possible way to hide some seam variations because you can hide it in that border that you're putting around. So say one
no
is,
one will know.
Yeah, no one will know because you're floating a square. And so as long as you're using your strips, you can actually use those strips to adjust and compensate for variability by making them a little bigger, a little smaller, right? So Floral States, I'm not super, plus those blocks are 8 by 8, right? So like the little bits in the 8 by 8, you'll be able to compensate. I'm not super worried about it, right? But the reality is you can't always be consistent. Danelle says she hides boo-boos in the seam allowance. Floral State is one where you can definitely hide it in the seam allowance. And what I would do is I would compensate for your borders, your sashing, and I would make those bigger or smaller rather than trying to lose some of the design elements in the blocks. Stacy's saying square up the borders. That is very true as well.
I think I would hide it in the seam allowance.
What do you mean? You would hide it in the seam allowance? I'm a big fan of hiding it in a seam allowance as well. Any sort of variability. Like if I see that I need to make a seam allowance a little bigger, I make it a little bigger so the points all get to the end. Vonda is asking will this be available after the live? If you can let us know what you want to be available, we can definitely come back to that. So Nicole, this is a great question. It is a real question. It's going to happen. Even here at the retreat, we've had people switching out machines. And so it's absolutely fine and okay. But I think the easiest path is consistency, but that's not always happening. And so whatever you do.
Consistency is key.
Yes. All right. Consistency is key. All right. So our next question is Sarah from Colorado. And so Sarah asks, do you want to read Sarah's question?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I'm planning my first quilt retreat experience in Sonoma.
Yay. Sonoma. I love it.
Go to Sonoma.
Go to Sonoma. Go to Sonoma. Okay.
And feeling a bit overwhelmed about what to pack and what projects to bring. Any advice for retreat newbies on how to make the most of the experience without overpacking?
All right. So Sarah's asking about Sonoma and any advice to pack to make it without overpacking. So I'm going to give you two extreme examples that we've seen in our New Orleans retreats. Okay. So we've had someone, Anna, lovely, lovely Anna. Anna's been putting a lot of posts out in the group. Anna traveled to us from Germany. Great. Yes. Anna traveled from us from Germany and she brought one bag with clothes and nothing else. And so we had her sewing machine here. We have all the stuff that she needs here to make her quilt. She's doing a puzzle mystery quilt. So there's no cutting. There's no real extensive, there's nothing, right? We gave her a whole bunch of stuff in her swag bag and Anna brought clothes. Everything else we provided for her. So I think that when it comes to, Sonoma, where you're just doing a puzzle mystery quilt, we're going to provide you all the fabric. Now we do have a pop-up shop. So say Anna was super speedy, right? Anna finished her puzzle mystery quilt halfway through the second day. And so Anna was able to go to the pop-up shop.
Flew through it. Every clue was done in 15 minutes.
She was real fast. And so we also have a pop-up shop. And so we had someone on their very first day get a fat quarter bundle and made a fat quarter quilt that night. And we had cutting mats and we had irons. And Julie made a fat quarter quilt that night. Right?
Yeah.
And so
she arrived kind of later that day.
Yes. Yeah. She arrived later in the day. Now, and then we have the other side. So we have
Wasn't
the folks
it like a take 5 pattern?
It was a fat quarter. It was a fantastic. We'll get a photo and we'll put it up in the in the groups. Now, that'll be on your job for today. Now we also have on the other end of the spectrum, we've had folks that drove, and in the situation where you're driving to a retreat, I mean, we had folks
you have more room for packing.
You have more room for packing.
So you allow yourself to take way more than you need.
Yes, and so Anna's station just has her sewing machine and her project. And then we have other stations of the people that brought their own machine, they brought their own ironing boards, they brought their own mats, they brought their own seat cushions, they brought their own rotary cutters, their own scissors, they brought all their stuff.
Jukebox.
Yes, their own speakers, right? And that is fantastic,
their
right?
Own 56-inch plasma TV.
No, there was nobody brought it. Don't listen to him. He's being sassy. But so I think when it comes to the retreat planning, I think one of the things I like the most about our retreats is you can do Anna. You can literally just show up and we will have everything that you need to complete your project. If there are people that, if you love your machine and you can only use your own Bernina and you have the ability to get it here, then I think they're having just as much fun as Anna. right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like hanging out with their homies, and we got people that came in pairs, and they're just sewing away with their besties.
Are you a Bernina person?
I am not a Bernina person. I'm a baby lock person, and I've met baby lock people here. Okay. So I feel like in that situation, one of the benefits about a Cotton Cuts retreat is you can pack however you choose to experience the retreat, and we will be able to accommodate all of that for you. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next up, what's happening in the shop? So this is a fantastic piece because I'm having to rely on.
We really don't.
We
know.
are not in the shop this week, so we're getting our information from Paula. Stacy, stay tuned because we can probably tell them where our next 2 locations are going to be, right?
I mean,
why don't we make them wait until the end to tell them where the next 2 are going to be? Okay, we're going to make you guys wait until the end, Stacy, to tell you where the next 2 retreats are going to be and when they're going to be. Okay, so what's happening in the shop this week? So I have it on good authority that the prepaid kits are shipping out. And so I know Paula is doing a fantastic job at updating the tracker. And so I think the team shipped like 3 colorways on Monday and 3 colorways on Tuesday. And like they're shipping the prepaid.
Shipping.
Now, yeah, we didn't bring Paula with us. Paula might come to the next one. We'll have to see tonight.
Paula's watching, right?
Paula is totally watching.
She's like admitting.
Paula is in the comfort of her own home right now, and we get this luxurious New Orleans weather. Okay. So the team is shipping up a whole bunch of prepaids out. They are doing a fantastic job getting those out, and I think we're probably like maybe 5 or 6 days away. Now, everyone that ordered a Clue 1 before like Tuesday last week, those all got mailed on Friday. Those are safely on their way to you. You have tracking for information for that. So all the Clue 1s are out.
Oh, and Paula, Cotton Cuts said I'm planning to do both next year.
She's planning on joining us both next year. Okay. Then what's happening
is with the photos I was giving her.
Oh, you're not doing a good enough job in your social media responsibility. We need to get Paula out here. Yes. Okay. We also have Clue 7, right? So guys, while we're doing Under the Sea, all the Under the Sea shipments, we also have Clue 7. The team is die cutting that. That's going to ship on time on Friday. They've got it under control. We should go on vacation more often.
We hope that Clue 7 is shipping.
I mean, I have it on good authority. Clue 7 is going to ship. So while we are here, Lincoln is also there, and he's helping them out to make sure everything gets out on time. Under the Sea is coming real fast, Savannah, I promise. Stacy, okay, we'll have to email help at Cotton Cuts. We'll track down your Clue 1. Let's see here. Okay, so that's it. I mean, they're just Under the Sea and Flyaway all week. Snippets shipped, I think, but this is a good week for the team. Yeah, they're doing a great job. And so every day I get my daily report. They're crushing it. So this is all going to be behind the scenes. Now, Mystery 5-0, right? So as they're doing Under the Sea and Flyaway, we are preparing for Mystery 5-0, which starts on August 6th. You guys, as I think we're here, I think 1 or 2 colorways have sold out. So you're definitely going to want to make sure if you want to join us and start on August 6th. We've had a lot of interest from the ladies here. I think a lot of the ladies at the retreat, and a lot of the attendees at the retreat have bought a Mystery 5-0.
We bought the boxes and they were able to see some of the colors.
Yes, they were able to see them. And so I am actually going to start sewing my Mystery 5-0 today. I'm going to start sewing that clue together so we can have something for our big reveal. Michelle got her shipwrecked Clue 1. Woohoo!
Yay!
Okay, so what we want to talk about today is we want to talk about retreats, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much fun are you having?
Oh, I'm having so much fun.
Holy cow. This is amazing. Like, I can't even begin to tell you the energy coming from the people that are here with us.
This has honestly been awesome. And I didn't know what to expect, but it was great.
You did not know what to expect, but this is really good. Yes, I think, so this is our first retreat. And we had our opening reception on Sunday night. And I got to give kind of our opening remarks. And I wanted to share those with you guys because we had this idea to do retreats. I've been wanting to do some in-person retreats for about a year now.
Because we're all virtual, and we used to have some stuff going on in person at the shop, but then
speak up a little bit.
Pandemic.
Yes.
happened.
So in a post-pandemic world, we've lost a lot of in-person communications. And I know that with the rise of social media, it's so much easier to be virtual. But I'm a quilter, and I feel like I'm on a quilter island. I don't have a lot of quilters around me that I can gather with and sew. And so I really, really, really wanted to create an environment where we could gather people together. And so I had... We're gathering. This is our gather. Universal symbol for gathering. Yes. And I wanted to do it differently than a lot of the retreats I've attended. And so I made a list of kind of things I like, things I didn't like, things that I really wanted to do differently because I wanted it to be a Cotton Cuts retreat, not just a regular quilting retreat. And so what were some of the things that you think that we've done differently this time than everyone else?
Well, we did a PMQ that was exclusive to this retreat.
Yes. So
I don't know if anyone else has done it.
So the puzzle mystery quilt is something that's so core to cotton cuts. And I wanted to bring that experience live. I wanted to make sure that we could sew puzzle mystery quilt together, but I wanted to do it more. And I wanted to do it, you guys can sit at home and sew a PMQ. So what we did is we put on kind of a dinner theater show. And so you guys have seen some of the pictures of us in costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted it to make it kind of, every clue is going to drop in an hour. You can sew at your own pace, but also we were giving you a mystery. So there was a mystery of a quilt that was stolen. And the three of us were acting out different scenes to kind of give you clues. And
I think we should all go to Hollywood. We did
such
absolutely
our
amazing.
Acting skills are to be admired. I'm not going to lie. This was 4 years of drama.
Take that, Tom Cruise.
Yes, and we had props, and whoever guessed the suspect first ended up getting a free under the sea mystery quilt. And so it was a lot of fun, right? Mm-hmm. We had a lot of fun that day. The costumes, the energy in the room was great. Everyone was sewing the PMQ together, and everyone had all night to get all 9 of their clues together. The second day, we did the reveal.
Assemble.
It was an assembly day. It was a Clue 10 assembly day, and it was so much fun to see a finished quilt come together and the applause from the people in the room. I mean, every single time we showed a finished quilt, there was like 30 people, and it just felt so good to like everyone cheering for everybody, everyone impressed with the quilts that were made.
Environment.
It was that right there, right? When we were looking at our retreats, we wanted a supportive environment of creative, like-minded people coming together and being able to wave our quilting freak flags, because we don't get a chance to do that very often. It's not like you can go to work and talk about quilting because everyone thinks it's a certain perception of that. And here we're celebrating quilting.
That's not all workplaces.
That is true. Our workplace quilting is celebrated. Yes. Yeah, fair.
Many quilt shops.
Let's see here. Michelle is asking, what if I don't get retreat project finished? She may talk too much to sew. Yes, we've got talkers here. Yes, and we love all the talkers. And so our goal when we started was that everyone would finish a PMQ. And I think we're going to get about an 80% completion rate of a PMQ in the 2 days they've had, because we gave them an entire day for assembly and to get caught up. And we had people here on the second day till like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. The sewing room's open till 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. And so people are finishing that.
Have people stayed till 1 a.m.?
There have been people that have stayed till 1 a.m.
Oh, wow.
I know, they are hardcore, right? Okay, so one of the things we wanted to do was bring an in-person PMQ experience. The second thing we wanted to do was we really wanted to have a shop hop, right? And so when you travel places, one of the first things that we always do is we look at quilt shops.
Check out quilt shops.
We check out quilt shops. Whoa, don't step on
the table.
I know, he's drumming on. Okay, drum roll. And so we always quilt shop hop wherever we go. I call that my mom tax. And so we got to do that yesterday. And so tell us, how was that, Dominic?
It was awesome. We got up and we hopped in a big bus.
Yeah.
Our amazing driver Jordan was there.
Jordan. Yay, Jordan. Yes.
And he helped us. We had breakfast on the bus. There was like bananas and oranges, and we got to our first quilt shop. Yeah. It was awesome. We had a passport for each stop, and we stamped it. And then we also had a bingo card, and you had to find stuff to take pictures.
We played a game, and so everyone had a bingo card, and it was, give us some examples of what things people had to find in these stores.
I remember very clearly there was you had to find a hand-sewn pin cushion.
A hand-sewn pin cushion, fabric that has a Mardi Gras theme, we played games because what's the purpose of not having fun, right?
Yeah, and why not have fun when you can?
And when we worked with the quilt shops for the hop, some of them opened early and stayed late for us. Some of them had specific projects. So we had a shop that actually cut out, using their AccuCuts, patterns for us. So we would go grab a bolt of fabric and they would cut product. They would cut. So you and I,
bolts of fabric.
Yeah. So we had oven knits that we were able to do. So it was really good. Hello, BJ. Oh, okay. So there is some work going on. So we are trying to figure out where it's coming from. Okay.
I think it's up there.
I think it is up there. Yes. It is right over their heads. Okay, we are going to take care of that. So we're going to get Jason to take care of that. All right, and so then the last piece that we wanted, and one of the most important pieces, was we wanted to bring in, especially for our signature retreats, an educator. And so for me, when Jason's my retreat planner, we're looking at who did we want to bring in. Liz had one name on it. and it was Giuseppe Rabondo. And
Juicy juice.
Yay, juicy
Yay.
juice. I love Giuseppe. As I was telling the folks here, I met Giuseppe right when I first started Cotton Cuts. Like within a month of starting Cotton Cuts, I met Giuseppe. He was such a supporter of us. He has been such a fan of Cotton Cuts since the very beginning. Still here, you find. I don't know. Still here, it's fine. Okay, good. Thank you, Michelle. With all the noise, right? We're outside. And he's been a supporter of Cotton Cuts. He helps with so much of our product selection. Day one. My boys met Giuseppe when he came to St. Louis about 6 years ago, and I love that he's like this male role model in the quilting.
Witty bitty.
Yeah, Dominic was witty bitty. I like that they met a male role model that quilts and that is doing really cool stuff. And so when it came down to it, one person, Giuseppe. And so he's going to do a class today where he's going to talk to us. He's going to have a trunk show. He's going to do color theory. So he's going to teach us how to do color theory in a very complex layout.
What is color theory? I actually don't know that.
Well, I think we're going to learn here in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We're going to talk about color theory. So color theory is just advanced information for how you place colors in quilts and how you get a quilt to go from pieces of fabric to what something looks like it flows, like it looks cohesive. Because we've all been there when we're trying to put colors together and it like your eye gets stuck on something. Yeah, we don't want our eyes to get stuck.
2020 vomited, or 2021 to a rock concert.
Yes, I have a quilt that, and I've referred to it frequently. That's 2020 went to a rock concert and vomited all over my fabric because it is so bright. Can you get this unlocked? What is going on here? And so it was Giuseppe, and he's going to teach us how to do winding ways, which is a curved pieced project. And so everyone today is going to learn about color theory from the master. And they're also going to be sewing curves, which is a very complex skill. And when we started out the retreat, we were like, hey, what are you most excited about? And almost half the people were excited about learning curves and sewing curves for the first time. And so congratulations, like retreat goal met.
Yeah, well, now, no, it's not met yet. We have to.
It's not met yet.
We have to wait for that. Like, it's like color theory.
And in the theory, right, so this is kind of the structure of the retreat. But when we were coming up with the retreat, we wanted to do more. And so we went over the top on food. So every breakfast and every lunch is provided. It's catered by the hotel. It's awesome.
But we didn't give dinner because we wanted people to be able to
explore
the city.
Yes, because we're in New Orleans. And we picked New Orleans. New Orleans is a very special city for me. I went to school in New Orleans. I was married in New Orleans, met my husband, the whole bit. I love New Orleans. Yeah, Dominic has been coming to New Orleans since he was 3 years old, and this was the first city we wanted to go to, and it's fun.
It's awesome.
And we wanted people to, I mean, as much fun as it is to come here and sew and have a vacation in New Orleans, we wanted people to get out and explore the city that we love so much and be able to share that with them. And that a mission accomplished.
Try the unique food and cuisine.
Unique food and cuisine, absolutely. Okay, so yes, so we are having an incredible time here, and we love it, love it, love it so much. And so we cannot wait for this momentum to continue. We literally every day, people are like, this is the best retreat I've ever been to. It's so much fun. And that makes me happy because that's what we wanted. We wanted to deliver a retreat experience unlike any other. And for our first one, I would say I can, as a teacher, I can give ourselves a grade so far of an A.
Yeah, no demerits. No demerits.
No demerits.
Only merits. Only merits.
No detention. Only merits. Only merits. Okay. So coming up, we have Sonoma in like a month. We're going to take everything to Sonoma. It's our light, so we don't have the educator piece, but we are definitely going to do a custom puzzle mystery quilt for Sonoma. So you guys, definitely, if you have not registered yet, it is not too late. We're going to do a lot of fun. The swag bag, the experience, the show. The
swag bags were awesome.
The swag bags people love.
Can we reveal one item that we gave?
So everyone in their swag bag got a
free iron.
A free Aliso Tula Pink iron because, again, we have to do more and extra. Okay, so we have Sonoma coming up. So signups are going to close on August 15th. You're going to want to get in on that. It is not too late. Do a last minute trip. Just get on a plane and go. So, let's see here. Okay, so since they've been hanging with us in Sonoma, of course, we're going to have a wine tasting because that's what we do. We'll have a welcome reception. There'll be lots of free stuff. Now, should we tell them where we're going to go next year?
First, I have a question for everyone.
Okay, Dominic has a question for you guys.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
Oh, so he was asking all of us yesterday during the hop what our favorite. So yes, if you could share your favorite type of cookie. Dominic is collecting anecdotal data. I believe right now, chocolate chip is in the lead.
I haven't been writing them down, but it seems like a general consensus has been chocolate.
Chocolate chip is in the lead. And there are some serious oatmeal raisin haters in the group. Yeah. Which is my favorite.
Oatmeal raisin is.
Oatmeal raisin. Yeah. No.
It's the only cookie that gets worse when it's hot because then it's a hot pile of garbage.
It's the only type of cookie that gets worse when it gets hot?
Yes.
Because then it's a hot pile of
oatmeal
garbage.
raisin.
Look, Michelle Showalter, she's my person.
No, I'm fine with oatmeal chocolate chip. It's just specifically with the oatmeal raisin.
The oatmeal. Okay, oatmeal raisin's your problem. So it's the raisins. That's where you lose you. Okay.
That.
All right. So our retreat locations for 2026. So in March, and the exact dates are going to be posted. I know we have them. I just don't have it in front of me because I wasn't planning on sharing this, but we might as well. Monster cookies. Terry's my gal too. Okay. So in March, where are we going, Dominic? Denver. We're going to Denver in March. Yes. Mm-hmm. There's so many cool shops in Denver. This is going to be so much fun. And Denver is so easy to get to from everywhere we get. So Denver is coming in March. And then where are we going in May?
Savannah.
We're going to go to Savannah in May. You guys.
Not like Africa Savannah.
Not the Savannah Plains. Savannah, Georgia. And so the one at the retreat in Denver that's coming up in March is going to be our signature. So there will be 2 days of PMQ sewing. There will be a shop hop. And then there will be an educator. And we have our short list. We're finalizing. So we hope to be announcing that soon. And then in May, when we go to Savannah, it's going to be a puzzle mystery quilt and a quilt shop hop. We had so much fun. We're going to add that to our signature light. Yes, Michelle Showalter. She must have AI that's like summarize what Kim and Dominic say. I love it. All right. So since you have hung with us to the end, and I know this live is shorter because we're in New Orleans, we got to get back. Giuseppe's about to start talking and we don't want to miss him. We're going to do our giveaway now. So if you would like to win a $25 Cotton Cuts gift card, find this video on YouTube, on Instagram, or on Facebook. And look, Savannah. We're going to Savannah for Savannah.
Yeah.
Savannah, now you have no choice. You have to go.
You have to go. Okay. Savannah.
All right. So the question to answer wherever you find this video to get a $25 gift card to the Cotton Cut shop is,
if you could design a quilt inspired by New Orleans, what would be the one element of this incredible city that you'd absolutely have to include in your design?
The music, the architecture.
Oh, wait. I thought those were just like
colors, culture, or something else entirely. Tell us what speaks to your quilter's heart about the Big Easy. So what are you most inspired about? As someone who's been here, coming here a lot. Food. Okay, so you were inspired by the food. So how would you incorporate that in a quilt? We saw a bunch of quilt patterns yesterday with food.
I saw like 30 king cake.
Would you make a king cake quilt?
Actually, I'd probably make king cake and beignet and some crawfish in there.
Beignet and crawfish. Okay, so clearly we are not feeding him enough food because he is hungry. We have been eating a ton of food since
it's just like breakfast. I have a half-eaten muffin over here.
The retreat food is bonkers good. So yes, Mardi Gras floats and king cake.
Oh, so like the Mardi Gras season.
For me, I actually found my perfect New Orleans quilt yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so it was a team effort. It was a team effort. Okay, let's go.
She went to Tulane.
I graduated from Tulane University here in New Orleans.
Tulane colors.
Yes.
Green and blue.
It was a team effort. We had a whole bunch of quilters helping me find this. So there's a local fabric designer here in New Orleans that makes fabric and has giant full yard fleur-de-lis quilts. And we saw one that had purple and gold, right, which is New Orleans colors. We saw one that had black and gold, which is Saints colors. We saw one that had sage and gold, which is very, very pretty. And I almost bought the sage and gold one. Yes.
The sage and gold on the fleur-de-lis, it had like a lion's face.
It had a lion's face. It was super cool. And I was this close to buying it, but I waited until the last shop. And we found Tulane colors on a fleur-de-lis quilt. And I bought it, and it sings to me. It says New Orleans, and it has my heart. And
we also saw Mardi Gras because we saw the purple and gold, but then we also, which was I think LSU colors.
Purple and gold is just yeah.
And then we saw purple, green, and gold. Which
purple, green, and gold. Yes. And so that sings to my heart. I love it, and I love that it was a team effort. That there were many folks on our bus that were helping me find this, and so you guys, that's the spirit. I think that's the part that makes me happiest about the past couple of days is how absolutely nice everybody is.
Everyone.
And I feel like these are going to be like pen pals, right? Like they love you too. You are bummed. This kid is he's our like Walgreens shuttle service. So if anyone needs anything, he just goes to Walgreens
Except
and
I
gets
couldn't
it.
find muscle milk.
It's okay. Protein shakes. This is if he can find everything but protein shakes, we're still doing okay. All right, is that everything, bro?
Yeah. Oh wait. So speaking of the Walgreens service, the other day.
Speaking of Walgreens, sure, let's talk about that. Okay.
The other day, I was sent to go get some bounce dryer sheets.
Okay.
Because some people got like their iron.
Yes. So we were using the trick of using bounce dryer sheets on your iron to remove static and also remove some of the stains that are on it. However, we have learned that bounce is actually quite a strong scent.
Very heavily scented.
Yes, very heavily scented, and it did not work. So if you are using the dryer sheet method to remove static from an iron and a wool mat,
use unscented.
Use unscented dryer sheets. That's your key.
A few people had to walk out of the room.
Yeah, Dominic has learned something today. He is stronger.
That's on me.
Yes. Cafe du Monde, architecture. So Betty Stewart, the architecture tour here in New Orleans is phenomenal. I learned so much in the architecture tour.
There's like 300 kinds of buildings.
Yes. Stacy's saying she's terrified about driving over Lake Pontchartrain. We actually did the causeway the last time we were here. We drove the 26 miles end to end. It's fun. I get it. I feel like there's some fear there, but I actually liked it. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining us early. We're going to get back to the retreat. We're going to get the day started with Giuseppe. This one's going to take lots of photos of the group and all the techniques and all the things we learned. And we will see you guys.
I need to take a picture of the was gone on day one, right?
Yes. Lots of pictures coming from this kid. All the pictures you see come from this dude. He is awesome. Okay, so we will see you guys next week. And I think it's actually Dominic's last show because Dominic has to go back to school and we're going to miss him. But we love Dominic. And so
bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, yeah, bye.
We will say hi to Giuseppe for everyone. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
From the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much. Happy sewing enthusiasts, and we will see you soon. Bye now.